Hello and welcome to this video in which I would like you to contemplate what does it mean to awaken? What are we in the process of awakening to and awakening from? Because we all have the seeds of consciousness connected to everything. Therefore, we have the ability to resonate and know that there is something happening and that there's meaning behind all this. That's why people are talking about dimensions and everything, even if they have not experienced it. But we need to really reflect profoundly about what does it mean to be in a process of awakening. Because if we are awakening, it means that we've been sleeping. We've been living in an illusion, right? That's why we are in the process of awakening. So, how can we relate to this awakening, understanding that we have been sleeping or we have been in a dormant state based on the belief systems and the conditioning that we've had for the past centuries? So it is not exactly easy to actually go in the process, to flow in the process of awakening, if we are still attached and we have not created something that opens up our mind to something beyond our mental square. Because I'm talking about squares, because squares represents stability and also it could represent stagnation. And it is hard for us to try to go out from this square if that's all we know. But there are possibilities if we understand that we are in this process of changing of eras, that we are changing energies with the cosmos, with the planet, with everything that surrounds us, and that awakening means possibly that's something you have to reflect, that maybe possibly is revealing to ourselves that there is much more to what we think we are that we have thought. There is much more to existence that what we have learned that there is. Definitely, I mean, scientists are discovering new theories about the cosmos, about quantum physics and beyond, and how everything is completely interconnected and interrelated. But that's theory still for most of us. That's not permeated in consciousness with enough strength for us to be something that we talk of every single day with the profound understanding of what it means. So, in order for us to actually embrace this awakening process with much more openness, we need to reflect on what are we awakening from and where are we headed. It is very interesting, and what I found in what I read in social media and what I hear people talk about is that people feel that there's something going on, but their process of understanding this awakening is based on the conditioning. Therefore, we're going in circles, trying to deceive ourselves in believing that there will be an awakening if we stay in these circles, in these patterns, within the same platform of reality that we have based our lives and our belief systems and our way of thinking that existence is. So we actually need to give ourselves the opportunity to dig in very deeply into realizing that there's much more. Like, people are talking about, oh yeah, the fifth dimension, the whatever dimensions, without even experiencing what another dimensions are. jumping the fourth dimension and going to the fifth dimension. There are people that even think that going to the fifth dimension means turning into the light and going into that dimension. And so, it's interesting. We repeat things as we hear without experiencing, and therefore we don't actually know what it is. We just maybe resonate with some information, but because that's what maybe what we are looking forward to, or what we want things to happen. But as long as we actually don't realize the experience, it's only gonna be a theoretical and mental. We need to experience all this awakening at the very atomic level with awareness and then consciousness. Being aware is just the first step. Becoming conscious is the last step. And so once we integrate this process, it's going to be very beneficial in our adaptation to a new reality that we are probably headed towards. So just this is a little video to invite you to reflect on what is this awakening? In what way are we related to that dormant, sleeping state that we are trying to get out of by awakening? And just don't use the words lightly. Really masticate and taste every concept until you integrate it through your inner experiences. And then you will have your own definition of what this awakening is. So just a little thing to put out there for people to consider. And that's all. Just so thank you for watching this video. And if you can, you please subscribe to this bilingual channel. I have a lot in Spanish and things in English, interviews and video blogs and things like that. And here we are. Thank you for stopping by, and until the next opportunity. Bye-bye.